Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic day and you're ready for the day's racing at the Greyville Poly. Just some feedback from the Vaal. We had 6 winners and we caught the BIPOT, returned 400 Rand. We caught it 16 times. We're hoping one or two of the favorites would have got rolled, but they obviously never, and that was racing. Our one best bet, Angel of War, was scratched. And the other best bet, English Primrose, very disappointing, guys. Very, very disappointing. So we move on to today's racing at Greyville. We've got a 9-race program. We've got a BIPOT, a PA, and we've got a best bet, race 8, number 6, Unconditional Love, and a value bet, race 5, number 8, Just a Guy Thing. So I'm going to hand over to the Warrigal, who's going to take you through the card and his selections. Thank you.
Thank you, Dalboy. Racing comes to us from Greyville Poly track on Wednesday the 13th of October 2021. It's a 9-race program, and the first race is a maiden plate over 1400 for fillies. 12 runners carded. Currently no scratchings. This is a tricky first race to start off the day. My narrow first selection here is number 4, Sea of Tranquility. Tabiso Gumede for Duncan Howells. Inform Duncan Howells. Tabiso Gumede has also been riding well for Duncan. Jumps on board this daughter of Karori. Has previously run over this course in distance back on the 21st of June this year, and ran a decent enough fourth when finding late support into 5-1 from 10-1, and did have some excuses later and it could have run closer up. So runs back over this course in distance, and from a good draw of 4 is my narrow first selection. For second, we're going to go for number 10. That's Belly Good. Has placed over this course in distance previously, and did run a good second to Cape Town Beauty, also back on the 2nd of June this year. Eric Ngwane rode it that day, and he's back on today, so could pose a threat here, but does jump from a wide draw. The third selection is number 1, Sea Cruise, Warren Kennedy. Interesting jockey booking again for Doug Campbell. Comes off a 15-week break. There are some strong form lines here to follow. Has run to quite a bit stronger. The only concern is a 15-week break, but could also run well fresh. Like I say, this is a very open race to start off the day. And for fourth place, we're going for number 3, Miss Quince. Donovan Dillon for Robbie Hill. Last time there were excuses when tried over the 1200 again on the Poly track, and could prefer the extra distance. The only concern is the second run off the rest, but must be respected as this daughter of Duke of Marmalade is lightly raced. Race 2 is the start of the BIPOT. It's a maiden plate over 1400 for fillies and mares. 12 runners carded. Currently no scratchings. My first selection here is number 12, Lady Yusra. She has good recent form, 2 good seconds at this track, and had a lot of excuses last time, and also lost 3 lengths at the start. She does jump from a wide draw, and is my first selection. For second, we are going to go for number 7 in the Marvel at Magudla for Garth Puller. Has placed second twice over this course and distance before, and could pose a likely threat. Will obviously be the likely pacemaker, or definitely up there with the pace. So will definitely be the major threat to the 12. For third, we're going to go for number 3, Lucky Miss, the current favorite at even money. Made good improvement last time over the 1400 at Scottsville, and did have a little bit of excuses at the end of the race. First time on the poly, Muzi jumps or retains the ride for Duncan Howells, and must also be a likely threat in this race. The only concern is first time on the poly, you don't know how they're going to perform, but Duncan Howells seems to be able to change things around with his horses. For fourth place, going for number 10, and we danced. Warren Kennedy retains the ride for Dennis Bosch. There was some late support for the 3-year-old Bay filly last time, and jumping from a wide draw of 13 out of 14, had some excuses. Tries the poly for the first time, and with draw 10 out of 12, and the way she races, she'll probably come from the back. So just be careful in this race. It's also quite open as well. Third race is the first leg of the place accumulator. It's a maiden plate over 1,000 meters for fillies. 9 runners carded. And my first selection here is number 2, La Filet. It's Samango Kamala for Nathan Kotson. Has been campaigning up in the Haarveld. Has shown some pace in a good couple of her runs. Does come off a 16-week break. And if suited to the poly, could open a winning account on Wednesday. For second, we're going to go for number 6, Shaken Not Stirred. Had a good enough run after a rest last time over the course and distance, showing good pace, and with Duncan Howells being in form, could definitely pose a threat here. Also, it is another open race. It's a very, very tricky card, so we're going to tread carefully. For third, number 7, Royal Oasis. Sat nice and handy last time over the 1200 at this track from a wide draw, and there were major excuses as the 3-year-old Bay filly had a mouth injury. But if you look at her previous form at Fairview and at Kenilworth, she does show extreme pace, which could suit with the drop back to the 1,000 meters. For fourth, we're going to go for number 5, Shield Maiden. Has had some fair form. Had some excuses last time over the 1200 at this track. Drops back and trip, does show pace as well. And this is an extremely tricky race with obviously the pace, with the pace being on, and you could get a result in this race. So I select number 5, Shield Maiden, with Muzion for Duncan Howells for fourth in a wide open race. Race 4 is a maiden plate over 1,000 meters, 11 runners carded, currently no scratchings. My first selection here is number 6, Master Kiku. Ashton Aries for Yogas Govender. Has had some decent form and nice improved recent form. Showed good speed over the 1200 last time at Scottsville. And also the run before to Humdinger, albeit finishing 6.8 lengths behind. We know what Humdinger's come out and done. And if you go back even to this Master of My Fates, son of Master of My Fates, form on the 25th of July this year, ran a great race to 7th gear, where the 5th and the 7th horses have come out and won. Currently at 22-10. For second, we're going to go for number 7, King Cyrus. Keegan de Miller retains the ride for Willem Nel. Did have a bit of a slow start. Was supported. Jumped up handy after that and stayed on nicely at the death over the 1-1. Must be respected in this company. For third, I'm going for a rank outsider, number 4. Shara Sands, Rachel Vinegar for Michael Roberts. This is an informed deadly combination. Also, you look at the form lines. Is run also to Humdinger. And if you go back, you'll see this 3-year-old Bay Gelding ran a decent 5th to Kuma. On the poly track over 1200, only 4.6 lengths behind. If he reproduces this type of form, could actually fly up and be in the placings here, or cause a massive upset. There is a possibility here, and will be my third selection. For fourth, we're going to go for number 5. That will be Get Carter. Samanga Kamala for Matthijs Oudendal. It's first time at this track, has been running on the turf. Does drop back and trip, and could fill up the back ends of the quartets in this type of field. But interesting jockey booking is Samanga Kamala, so don't discount either. The fifth race is a merit rated 73 handicap, over 1,000 meters, 12 runners carded. Currently no scratchings. This is where my value bet kicks in. This is going to be a speedster's delight. There are speedsters in here. I mean, Hampton Court is just one to mention. You've got Rainbow Spirit, Trafalgar Square. So the pace is you've got We Are Chummies as well. The pace will be on. And I'm expecting a little bit of an upset here. And this is where my value bet comes in. Number 8, Just a Guy Thing. Has won twice over the course and distance. And if you go 3 runs back, came flying up to win, going away over the course and distance. Its last run, it ran on the turf. Can be ignored because all the runs of this 5-year-old Bay Gelding have come on the poly, and is a course and distance specialist. We'll definitely enjoy the speed and hopefully comes through for us with a devastating finish. For second, we're going to go for number 6, Leslie's Path to Fame. Leslie's Path to Fame. That was my best bet previously, and I think the 7-year-old Bay Gelding, Chestnut Gelding, could run another good race as well with the pace on. With Billy Jacobson retaining the ride for Frank Robinson. For third, we're going to go for number 10, Vaal Glow. Donovan Dillon jumps on for Peter Muscat. Has run a good race recently over the course and distance, beating Valiente, and must be respected despite a wide draw. For fourth, I'm going to go for number 7, Hampton Court. Hampton Court always shows devastating speed and has won twice over this course and distance. Interesting booking is Simango Kamalo on this son of Vaal. Race 6 is a merit rated 89 handicap over 1700 meters, 8 runners carded. Also a very tricky race. Like I always say, the smaller the field, the bigger the upset. My narrow first selection here is the Justin Snaith, trained number 3 Mac 4, currently at 9-2. Craig Zaki takes the ride, and if you look back to its run over the mile at this track to Karoo Lock, had a bit of an awkward start and stayed on strongly over the mile. Could prove to be my first narrow selection there, and hopefully comes through for us. For second, we're going to go for number 2 Psycho King, currently 7-2. Did win last time at the Vaal Classic track over the mile, and has won previously over the mile in its only run at this track on the Poly track, and must be respected with Kamalo jumping on board for Candice Dawson. For third, we're going to go for number 1 Coup d'etat. Number 1, that's 3-1 Keegan DeMello. Carl Hewitson was penalized £4 for its last win. Could be the likely pacemaker, and also must be included in bets. And for fourth, we're going to go for number 4 Master of Destiny. Stable jockey Sean Veal retains the ride for Dennis Dreyer. Has won at this track previously and has good recent form. Yeah, I would say go wide in this race. It's a very open race. Race 7 is a merit rated 71 handicap over 2,000 meters. And my first selection here, despite coming off a 15-week break, is Nathan Kotson's number 2, Tiger Tank. Currently a weak favorite at 7-2, and will definitely be the likely pacemaker. Enjoys his course in distance, and Muzi knows this 3-year-old bay horse very well. For second, we're going to go for number 12, Smart William. Has won over this course in distance, has good recent form, and Donovan Dillon could extract the best out of this Mamba in Seattle Bay gelding. Will definitely enjoy the pace, and is definitely one of the major threats to number 2 Tiger Tank. For third, we're going to go for number 6 Living Waters. Has shown good recent form. Last time ran on strongly to win over the 1950 at Scottsville. Has won at this track previously, and with Sean Veal retaining the ride, could also be in the shake-up in this type of field. For fourth, we're going to go for number 7, Brigade. Brigade, you can ignore the last run on the turf. Does enjoy the Poly, and if you look at the penultimate run, ran a great race there, in a close-up 5th over the 1950, and will also enjoy coming off the pace as well. Ashton Aries knows his 5-year-old bay gelding very well, and must be included in bets. Race 8 is a merit rated 72 handicap over 1,400 meters for fillies and mares. And this is where my best bet kicks in for the afternoon. Number 6, Unconditional Love. Craig Zaki for Justin Snaith. Ran a great race. First time out the maidens over the mile at this track after winning a nice 1400 over the course and distance previously. The fourth horse, Beljod, has come out and won subsequently in its last run against Tupelo Honey. Will definitely jump from a better draw of 6 this time instead of 9. We'll enjoy the drop back and trip. And yeah, this 3-year-old Bay filly could be progressive, and I'm hoping she gets her second win. For second, we're going to go for number 1, Arctic Princess. Did have a bit of a bad run last time, albeit running 4th in a smallish field of 8, and was supported to favourite. But that was on the turf. This 5-year-old Baymare has won over the course in distance and could be in the shake-up. I'm just checking a little bit about the pace of the race, hoping that that number 10 Peanut Butter could be one of the pacemakers and get a bit of true pace here for a nice result here for us. For third, we're going to go for number 9, the consistent bird watcher. Samanga Kumalo knows this 5-year-old Baymare well and did win on a penultimate over the course and distance, and could be a threat in this race. For fourth, we're going to go for number 10 Peanut Butter. Drops back and trip and looking to fill the back end of the quartets from a wide draw. Race 9 is a merit rated 78 handicap over 1400 meters. Currently scratchings of 2 Majorca Palace, 10 Governor's Glory, 14 African Skyline, and 15 Brandenburg. And this, I always say, the last leg of the exotics, if you're taking your pick 6, take the field. My narrow first selection here is number 5. The Candice Dawson trained Banner Bridge. Samanga Kumalo jumps back on, has won on this 5-year-old Bay Gelding. Back in January this year at Turfentine over the mile. This 5-year-old Chestnut Gelding is unbeaten on its only run at the Poly track over the mile, and definitely enjoys the Poly track. So hoping Banner Bridge runs a big race. Currently at 7-2, a weak favourite currently. For second, we're going to go for number 11, Conquer the Enemy. Ran a great race over the mile, winning last time over this at this track, and is also unbeaten in its only run at this track. Could pose a lively threat here in this field despite a wide draw. Does come off 11-week break, but may enjoy running fresh. For third, we're going to go for number 13, Give Me a Rainbow. We'll be coming in to draw number 2, which is great for this 4-year-old Bay Gelding. And Cole Hewittson's in form at the moment. Ran a decent enough race last time, despite costing a shoe, and ran a great race previously over the 1200 at this track, running on nicely. Has placed over this trip before, and must be respected in this field. And for fourth, we're going to go for number 1, Maximus. Came back to his very best last time over the 1700 at this track, and drops back and trip. Jumps from pole position Keegan DeMello, obviously the stable jockey, retains the ride, and being its peak run must be included in all bets. Thank you, and handing back over to Delboy.
Thanks for that, the Warrigal. The input was great, and I hope you can steer the guys in the right direction. Guys, please excuse me, I've got the flu, as you can hear, but we have to do the video for you so that you can get your bets on and you can enjoy your racing. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Yesterday we hit 400 and we're climbing at a rapid rate, so thank you. Please like, subscribe and share. Hit the notification bell. Guys, today you hit the likes on the video. I think we had 48 likes, which was amazing. Well done. So enjoy your day's racing, and I'll chat to you in a video soon. Enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.